You got challenges that you're going to run across.
Yeah, I mean, my coach definitely did say something to me, but I didn't really, that wouldn't, he couldn't give me no logical solution as to, that I understood at the time as to why I shouldn't be doing that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, I put him in a position where he had a decision to make. You know what I'm saying? And I remember this might have been my freshman or sophomore year. And, he called my parents to come and meet with him. And I'm on full scholarship, but at the end of the day, like once I got my mind made up about something, like that's just what it's gonna be.
Right. Right. I know how that is. That is also what makes you successful. It also is almost a blessing and a curse, by having that.
It's just a matter of taking, it's all a matter of just how you apply it and what things you apply it to.
Right.
So
right.
Even now with me being an entrepreneur and me having experienced the success that I have up until this point, like my attitude and mindset about things, yes, I'm sharper, I'm more clear, I'm constantly evolving and understanding things, but me at my core, like I'm still the same person. Like I didn't have to go through this great mindset transformation to like do what I'm doing now. I just had to rechannel the mindset and my behavior and attitude to something different.
Right. So now, your brother was right there with you the whole time. Let's fast forward a little bit. I remember you talking about that. All right, things started to change. You realized that I got to get out of this game. Your brother usually kind of, did what you did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did the same things together. So that happened. All the headache that you went through, all of the criminal activity, you realized that I'm gonna stop this and slow it down. I'm gonna change my life. And you started in that process. Okay. And your brother was he boxing?
Yeah, he was doing MMA. So, when I decided, like, it wasn't like, honestly, it wasn't it wasn't the streets that made me change my mind or, what I'm saying, do or change my life. You know what I'm saying? It was me making a promise to, to my grandma and my aunt specifically, and letting them know that, hey, if I'm fortunate enough to graduate from college, then I get out the streets, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I made the promise not even, at the time, really thinking that I was going to survive or be free to, walk across no college stage, with no degree, because nobody in my family had ever graduated from college prior to me, you know what I'm saying? So, but, once I did graduate, the way that I care about my granny and my aunt and my family, my mama, etc., like, I stood on the things and the promises that I made to them. So that's what pushed me out the, that's what really pushed me out the streets. But to my brother, like he was just, he was doing a bid at the time. He was coming home. I was already transitioning out of, the streets and different things of that nature. And we grew up boxing, at the Augusta Boxing Club and different things of that nature. So when he came home, like MMA just had started taking off.
Right.
So he wanted to come home and, do MMA. So he linked up, with this, with these guys who had an MMA gym, etc. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do his, his pro thing.
Right.
And while he was doing his last bid, like the roles started to kind of reverse a little bit, because I had started doing some things differently. And, he would send me a kite, we'll take a call or whatever the case might be. And, I started to realize that I started to be an inspiration to him. And then, my older cousin Jarvis, he was doing a bid at the time as well, in that part of my, during that season of my life, like those was the two closest people to me, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, the only two people who I ever looked to. And at this time, this was the first time in my life that I really had to, be out there with neither one of them around, you know what I'm saying? So I went through a lot of things during those years as well. But when Bruh came home, he started training. They started filming this reality show around MMA, etc. And then he was scheduled to have his first pro fight exactly 3 months from, you know, his release from prison. And it was in Charleston, South Carolina. And you know, long story short, like,
make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.